going up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. If up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
0. 5.
On fourth down, they snap it to Rivers. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hey, exit. Rush in. Check 99. Check 99. Check 20. Ready.
Rivers now. He is going to find Hill here. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action with Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there. First down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now Rivers. Able to get this to Gordon. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. It'll be a loss of 1. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Rivers to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, Charles, taking a step back for a second, let's look at the undefeated teams still left in the NFL. We got New England, KC, they're 4-0. And then San Fran, they were open last week. They didn't have a game, so they're still at 3-0. We only have 3 teams left.
And they had the easiest path, not just because they had the open week, but how about New England getting challenged by Buffalo? Yes, they were on the road, but you don't often think of Buffalo as a team to really press New England. They did. And Kansas City, they got a heck of a test in Detroit. Had to score with 20 seconds left on the clock to win that game. So both of them remained undefeated, but not without struggles.
That's the interesting thing about Buffalo. I think we learned more about them in their 1 loss this year than we have in their 3 victories.
I think we would say the same thing about Kansas City because of how they got pressed, but we'd also say the same thing about
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up nicely with what looks to be a 1st and goal right around the 10-yard line. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 90, round 80. Under 10, under.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Seibert able to knock this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now Gordon on first down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Melvin Gordon, 31 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a...
Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Anthony Barr able to drop him for a loss of a couple. To try again after the sack. Jackson steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL...
There goes Melvin Gordon, the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole face. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side, you on the Christ when the...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Clock 11! I'm scared.
Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 25.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Come get some. Come on. Hey, downtown. Check. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Blue there. 43 is the mic. Load it.
Here's Rivers. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Rivers, that's complete. It's Gordon. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check.
Now a give, right side. Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Check 15. Check 15. Big dash. Go.
They run it here with Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Gordon. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Hey, 79! 79!
On 3rd down, it's Gordon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the... ...28-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready, set. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You ain't Greystone, travel. There. Hey, high 7. Big rip.
1st down. Here's Aikman. Caught by his running back, Sayers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Aikman will throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end.
With the score tied 7-7.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, CD, we are a quarter way through the season already. I'm curious, if you look at each conference, which division race is most intriguing to you right now?
But can we start in the NFC?
You do whatever you want.
Because if so, let's go to the North. Because we thought it would be a tough division coming into the season because I felt like you could make
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons Falcons get there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On third down, it's Gordon. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on fourth down.
Load it! Hey, wahoo!
Watch the pass! Watch the pass! Mike's 43! Mike's 43!
In the face! Check 37! Check 37! I want to go low, son!
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
61, Max Fox.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
190. Hey, easy.
On third down, it's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first down, Brown. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Red. Bang. Get on.
Now a give, right side. Gordon. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
White.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Pat Tillman, the legend, in on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. It's Gordon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Stay there. Round 80.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Hey, shoot.
43 is the mic. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Fourth down, Rivers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Partner, earlier we were talking about the undefeated teams in the league. Let's switch that and look at the teams at the bottom, like Miami, Washington, Denver, etc. Who is there hope for that is off to a really rough start?
And if we're talking about hope, are we talking about this season or are we talking about the future?
Well, let's do in the future.
Okay, in the future, well, Miami's accumulating draft picks at an incredible rate, but they'll have to hit on all of them and make great decisions in free agency. If so, then they definitely have hope for the future. If you're Washington, well, you drafted Dwayne Haskins this past year. Can you build around a rookie quarterback, a young guy, and make this thing work? If you're Denver, you've got to get some things figured out because normally their defense carries them. Arizona, well, of course, Kyler Murray's there in a new system. Will it take root? Will it take hold? Atlanta is the biggest surprise to me in the...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals. This is caught at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Lambeau is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately...
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? Ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I've been on my everybody. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew come. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's, yeah. Beat beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with it, 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss.
I'm with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, know I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs and hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Wings of the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. But I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out the back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch.
From up top, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Black 15!
Check 45 to Mike. I'm coming up to you.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Melvin Gordon, 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken very short.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Check 55 to Mike.
Tighten up.
Wait. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Go.
Watch safety green. Zone. Safety's go.
Jackson on first down, rolling to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a give, right side. Gordon. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Finding room at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Pollard. 82 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, it's Coleman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Mel Blount, the Hall of Fame corner, in on the stop. On third down, Gordon. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Melvin Gordon doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, Pollard, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On third down, it's Pollard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there by Gordon. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Black 15. I got you. Arm fastball. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check the backer.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Melvin Gordon on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Run for Pollard. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. He may try and run for this. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Switch. 55's mine, guys. 55. Here we go. Dudes.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And he's in. Touchdown, Jet.
Yo, what up this year? Yo, bro. Yo, this game is so horrible, bro. Yo, bro, I just ran for 311 yards in the first half. Bro, I'm like 4-1 right now. It's bad. Dude, we both were running the ball. Like, bro, the championship series this year is going to be so boring. I wouldn't even want to watch that ball fest. It's going to be, all that everybody going to do is just run the ball. It's really bad. And, yo, now I understand why people were complaining about how Jokic ran the ball with, yo, that shit is horrible. And I was able to keep Mel Gordon with jukebox. Brother, it is so easy to run the ball because there's no Pat Tillman, there's no hit sticker. Bro, and I got a great offensive line. Once I break daylight, it's over. It's stupid. And that budget D, that budget D that you helped me get, yo, they balling. Yeah, that's all I need. You're absolutely right. That's all I need. That's all I need. That was a good move. You helped me out very well with that. That was a couple of good thoughts right there. You definitely got a couple of good ones. You should rock into it to the salary cap, bro. If you could get ranked, my nigga, you could definitely get into the championship series, bro. Yeah, that shit is so easy. I'm gonna keep it real with you. That shit is, bro. If I'm killing, you're gonna have a field day. Cause your under center is real tough right now too. With Ace close. I'm gonna tell you, they ain't gonna be able to stop that shit at all. Not at all. I had a headache stopping it with a great team. Imagine it with a shitty defense. It's gonna be real hard. For me, the advice I tell everybody, just put your best offensive players up there. Fuck your defense. Just buy a bunch of budget defenses and you'll be all right. Yo, I hit you up later though. Yeah, I'm gonna be on for a minute before I go to bed. All right, man.
On the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best as I am. There's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Gordon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. They complete it to Hill. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. On 2nd down, it's Gordon. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot. Round. Blue draw Porker. Red Delta. Q.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Gordon. And an alley to run. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And Gordon's going to be stopped short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Set. We're okay. Black 11.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
You ready? Ready to go.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Shoot.
Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They run on first down with Jackson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. On fourth down, Young, and he's got a man. It's T.O. Touchdown! Terrell Owens, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like,
it's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. His guys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Young looks to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Haywood!
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And it is is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
180! 180!
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Wait, 89!
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Tighten up. 6-6. Pull it high.
Check 37.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat?
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Let's go, man. They turn over. Get that ball.
Bravo. Yo, Cheetah. Shoot.
Young to throw it. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 36.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Big stop. Let's go.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards, the pickup, 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Steve Young. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Young on 4th down. This one caught by Terrell Owens. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Hey, dude. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Yo. Now.
From the red zone now, Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
On the ball.
Here's Steve Young. Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Rivers. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Hey, Alpha.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop. Go. Check 13. Look at me. Go. Good it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, box truck.
Now Young. Open man is Michael Irvin, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Yep.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
3rd down, Young from the gun. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Young going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Charlie. Undercut. Ready?
Throwing again. Young. Got a man. It's Michael Irvin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Young. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here from Melvin Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Black 11! Red Delta!
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check 9, check 9. You go tight. You got any weapon. You got tight right there.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Check me 90. Black 15. 12.
Big serious right here. We got to step it up. 6 guys.
Now Gordon on first down. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there by Gordon. 49 yards on the ground. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Watch out.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Protein spill. Hey.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
60 outlaw.
The tackle made by Monte Nicholson.
Now a give right side. It's Jackson. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Here we go. 30 base.
55 to Mike. Watch the slant.
Topper. Now. 5.
On first down, it's Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Look at me. Zipper.
It's second and 8.
On second down now, it's Jackson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
It's now third and 8.
5.
55, Mike, guys, 55. Too little, cupcake. Mike,
Yes.
Woo-hoo.
Get it.
On third down, Aikman. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be fourth down. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
Check 4. Zero. Go orange. Red.
Now Rivers gets it to Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Secondary 90, block 15.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Recon, 132 fighter. Switch. White, 89.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Set, 390.
52 the line. Stop your whining.
Look at one. We got double up. Hey, 79. Hey, exit.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check the backer.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers, it's Hill, complete. They had a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike.
Hey,
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. He is going to find Hill here. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. It's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Gordon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No, check that. We got Mike 52.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Here I come.
Hey, team 6.
Check 99. Check 24. Switch it. Come on, switch it on.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Randy Moss, 45 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken short. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They go play action here on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Aikman. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
380. Hey, 79. 79.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. He'll rifle this. It got his man. Complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, 94 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Now Aikman, 3rd and long. He's going to float this over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Marvin Harrison, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Go Orange. I got you. Orange. Load it. Load it. Hey, wahoo.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check Alpha. Run 80. Hey, 2. Under 10. 10. Shoot. Hey, I'm gonna go load it.
Final play of the half, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. He gets away from 1, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Escapes the defender. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run.
They'll throw on first down with Aikman. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On the set.
Man, I got you.
Get it.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
70, Indy.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run here with Bo. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 7-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
Watch the before. I got you, son.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check hot route. Hot. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54.
Go. Shoot.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the I. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
25, check 25. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Bo. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
80 weapons.
Check 49.
Ready.
It's Coleman here. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. Try to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
180, 180. Wait, hey, here we go. Check. Fresno.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. There goes Melvin Gordon. The 40. 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there by Gordon. 86 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check 50.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Delta!
Hey, switch gears. Check nickel.
Team spill.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Second and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Check 43. Topper.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Again, he finds an opening. And finally taken down at the 34. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rock it. Hey! That's me. Fire.
Looking to pass. Aikman on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Single receiver.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And a solid run down inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Aikman setting to throw it. It's caught, Smith. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Aikman on 1st down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go to 8-3.
Hey, pick your game up. We play to win. Let's go.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. This will be taken very short. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Stay there. Stay there. 180.
Now our first carry for Melvin Gordon. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Red Delta. Kill. Check 13.
They'll try the right side this time, here with Gordon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, Delta!
Rivers now from the 50. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
Got 190, 180, left. Hey, check 24. Keep it skinny. 12.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Randy Moss, 40 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set up, 18 Gator. Recon, 132, 5-2.
First down, here's Aikman. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey. Now. Hey, box drop. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
On 2nd down, Aikman. Pass incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he brings this one back. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short. And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Gordon, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Hey, easy. Greystone, Travis. Hey, let go. Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? Watch out.
Rivers. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Gordon. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They run it here with Gordon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Check 24, check 61, matchbox white. Hey, Charlie. Hey, alert 3. Hey.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a give right side. It's Gordon, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DJ Shark, 41 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
86. 3-3. Slam, slam, slam. Do.
X3. 218. Chop.
Rush in. Check 99.
From the gun, Rivers. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Sit 180. Hey, front 80. Shoot. Switch it. Two-jet bomber. Wait. Go. Safety green. Load it. Load it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Gordon. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Watch the team. Load it. Check. 90 is the mic. Let's pick Pilot, 64, weak. Let's get off the field. Watch twist.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. So he got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
180. Easy one. 180. Coming again. 90 is the blue draw focus.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Melvin Gordon as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Bring it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah. Yo.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
They running the same shit I'm running. It's different when you don't got a bomb squad team. It's a different ball game, man. Different ball game.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
There was one game, man, I couldn't stop this guy run game, but he couldn't stop me. He didn't play.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Bro, I ran for 311 yards, and it was only the first quarter. It was bad.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
It's just ridiculous right now. It's just really in another level.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They keep it on the ground. Again,
Melvin Gordon.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it.
I don't know. I might just leave it like that for now.
Rivers on 1st down.
I know.
Flushed out right and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
They give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and still the play.
At least I want to qualify, you know? It tells me at least I wasted Madden for some reason.
On 3rd down, Rivers. They complete it to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I can't do shit to stop that. He's just a monster.
This is Gordon as they go to him again, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is going to look tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Unlimited. I call that shit unlimited. Ultimate team. It's just ridiculous, bro. You can have every superstar in the world. If you got the money and you got a stacked squad with 3 times bomb speed, come on, that shit is just ridiculous.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
Then you got
from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs. And hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
You got to really be smart. I feel like I noticed a lot of close games where I feel like, damn, these niggas cannot stop my offense.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes.
Oh, wow. That's a nice
open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling.
I'm at 27, 21.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
I mean, in Ultimate Team.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You got 90 blitzer coming up your ass, so yeah, it's still tough. But you can block it. Just put a good block on it. That 90 speed guy got good block shot. So he ain't block shot or nothing.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
I have to dance on my routine. I think we got a different part.
Now here's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. All right, right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
I'm bugging out right now, too. I'm supposed to be going to sleep because I got work tomorrow. I'm going to try to see if I can miss work tomorrow.
Mahomes throwing on 4th.
I got to do overtime.
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Myles Garrett. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
180. Not 180.
Check safety, check safety. Check your house.
I really want to do this.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute off.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets. Shit with Mel Gordon right now. Yo, I was 100% completion rate with Phillip Rivers, and I fucking I ran the ball for like a buck and change and threw the ball for 82 yards. It's not bad. What the fuck? My game just froze. You in the mic? Oh shit, my game froze. Fuck, the fuck is wrong with this Madden? This Madden is high.